Biopsychosocial Review of Sleep Disorders by Zena Figueroa. The outline of this presentation will include an introduction. We'll discuss normal sleep, sleep disorders, etiology of sleep disorders, biopsychosocial perspectives, biological factors, psychological factors, social factors, insomnia, treatment, and intervention. This PowerPoint presentation will apply knowledge of health psychology learned from this course. The focus of the presentation will be a biopsychosocial review of sleep disorders. This review will cover the etiology of the disorder from a biopsychosocial perspective, including the biological, psychological, and social factors that contribute to the development and maintenance of the problem and the treatment of sleep disorders. Normal sleep consists of a repetitive cycle of 4 stages composed of non-rapid eye movement, also known as NREM sleep, and rapid eye movement, REM. An individual will enter stage 1 of non-REM sleep, which is called sleep drowsiness. They will then move through the next stages, 2, 3, and 4, which Sawyer and Weaver call the delta sleep. Immediately after the non-REM stage comes the REM stage. According to Sawyer and Weaver, the REM stage is the deepest stage of sleep where dreams happen. Normal sleep progresses from stage 1 to 2 to stages 3 to 4. Then it goes from stage 3 and followed by 2 right before REM sleep. Each cycle goes on for about 60 to 120 minutes. Sleep can be disturbed throughout the sleep cycle. Sleep disorders vary by type, cause, and underlying physiology. Sleep disorders have been characterized as dysomnias, parasomnias, and secondary sleep phenomena. If the normal balance among the 3 behavioral states, wakefulness, NREM state, and REM is altered, a person begins to report the result as symptoms of a sleep disorder. Etiology of sleep disorders include aging, mental physical illness, genetics, stress, diet such as caffeine, alcohol, or excessive smoking, and medications, for example, antidepressants. Dysomnia disorders characterized by either excessive sleepiness or difficulty initiating or maintaining sleep. On the basis of pathophysiological mechanisms, they can be subdivided into intrinsic, extrinsic, or circadian rhythm sleep disorders. Intrinsic sleep disorders are disorders that originate or develop within the body or that arise from causes within the body. For example, insomnia, narcolepsy, obstructive sleep apnea syndrome, periodic limb movement, restless leg syndrome. Extrinsic sleep disorders are caused by external factors. Extrinsic sleep disorders, inadequate sleep hygiene, environmental sleep disorder, adjustment sleep disorder, insufficient sleep syndrome, limit-setting sleep disorder, sleep onset association disorder, hypnotic, stimulant, or alcohol-dependent sleep disorder. Circadian rhythm disorders share a common chronological basis, whereby there is a discordance between the patient's sleep pattern and the desired or societal sleep norm. For example, shift work, delayed sleep phase syndrome, or advanced sleep phase syndrome. Parasomnias refer to a group of acute episodic physical phenomena. The most commonly encountered NREM sleep parasomnias include sleepwalking, sleep terrors, confusional arousal, sleep talking, and bruxism. Sleep disorders associated with mental, neurological, and other medical disorders. Sleep disorders can also be associated with mental disorders such as psychosis, mood disorders, anxiety disorders, panic disorders, and alcoholism. Neurological conditions associated with sleep disorders include cerebral degenerative disorders, dementia, Parkinsonism, fatal familial insomnia, sleep-related epilepsy, electrical status epilepticus of sleep, and sleep-related headache. The immune system responds to stress as well. People with disturbed sleep seen to exhibit much of the same physiological changes as those under stress, such as increased levels of cortisol, heart rate, body temperature, and oxygen consumption. Proposed sleep disorders include short sleeper, long sleeper, subwakefulness syndrome, fragmentary myoclonus, sleep hyperhidrosis, menstrual-associated sleep disorder, pregnancy-associated sleep disorder, terrifying hypnagogic hallucinations, sleep-related neurogenic tachypnea, sleep-related laryngospasms, and sleep choking syndrome. The biological factor. Borbély's two-process model of sleep regulation consists of homeostatic sleep-wake component and a circadian component. According to Becker, Lamberg, and Byers, the transition from childhood to adolescence is accompanied by significant neurodevelopmental changes, including brain reorganization and synaptic pruning. A decrease in gray matter brain tissue across adolescence are hypothesized to be due to synaptic pruning that occurs as part of adolescent brain maturation. Just as biologically based factors impact sleep in adolescence, it is also increasingly evident that sleep functioning can impact how the human body functions. Psychological factors. Sleep and mental health functioning are clearly intertwined, and indeed, disturbed sleep is a symptom of several psychiatric disorders. Sleep functioning is relevant to domains of mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, suicidal ideations, behaviors, externalizing behaviors, and substance abuse. Shorter sleep duration, poor sleep quality, and daytime sleepiness are concurrently associated with both anxiety and depression in adolescents. Social factors. In children, the sleep-wake cycle is influenced by both social factors as well. Social factors such as bed sharing and room sharing, as well as media use, the family environment, and the school schedule all impact a child's routine and affect health and well-being. These factors become a problem, especially when they are combined with a morning school schedule, resulting in partial sleep deprivation, sleep disturbances, and irregular bedtimes and waking times. These social factors that alter sleeping habits can cause low school performance, obesity, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and are a predictor of insomnia in adolescents. Many sleep disorders show genetic effects of familial clustering, but no specific genes are yet implicated. Insomnia runs in families and has higher concordance in monozygotic twins, but this heterogeneous phenotype will require large samples and potentially EEG-based endophenotypes for genetic mapping. Kleine-Levin syndrome is a rare disorder primarily affecting adolescent males, characterized by recurrent episodes of profound hypersomnia and cognitive and behavioral changes. It typically accentuates and disappears in adulthood. Recent studies suggest that genetic factors confer susceptibility. Insomnia is the most common sleep disorder. Two types of treatment for insomnia have received adequate empirical support: hypnotic medications and cognitive behavioral interventions. Effective treatment of insomnia must address the cognitive and behavioral mechanisms that maintain insomnia. Therefore, the best practices of non-pharmacological treatments for insomnia target both dysfunctional attitudes and beliefs about sleep and maladaptive behaviors that maintain abnormal sleep patterns. Treatment of sleep disorders depends on what type of disorder and any medical history a person suffers from. According to Vaidya, Gabriel, Yanigan, and Bors, approximately 1/10 of the total population reported using some form of prescription sleep medications to treat their sleep disturbances, which is representative of the prevalence rates reported in other epidemiological studies. Treatment for insomnia can be categorized into pharmacological and non-pharmacological treatment. Pharmacological strategies must achieve a balance between hypnotic and adverse effects. Non-pharmacological treatments include sleep hygiene, cognitive therapy, stimulus control therapy, sleep restriction, and progressive muscle relaxation. Some pharmacological treatments include dietary supplements, short-acting benzodiazepines, Z-drugs, low-dose sedative antidepressants, long-acting medicines, and other medicines. Some interventions include stimulus control therapy, which is a behavioral intervention that is intended to eliminate the maladaptive association between bedtime cues and conditioned arousal and to reestablish a consistent sleep-wake schedule. Relaxation training incorporates methods to reduce overall somatic tension and intrusive thoughts at bedtime. Sleep restriction therapy limits the total time in bed and potentially makes the individual excessively sleepy, increasing the likelihood of falling and staying asleep. Cognitive behavioral therapy includes both cognitive and behavioral interventions that focus on changing beliefs and attitudes. It also focuses on sleep practices and sleep-associated cues that interfere with initiating and maintaining sleep.